Hey guys, welcome back to Python tutorial for beginners. So today we are going to learn about runtime input in Python. Okay, so runtime input or which is also known as user input in Python. So let us know what is a runtime input or user input in Python. Okay, so basically inputs that are taken at runtime, that means when the program is running is called runtime input. Okay, and in runtime input the user will be asked to give input. Okay, and with runtime input we have one advantage that we can run the code with different inputs according to our choices. Okay, so that is the benefit of runtime input, and it is very useful. So now we will see an example of design time input and runtime input. So first of all, say x equals 10 and now print the number is and value of x. Okay, so as you know, here is a number 10 which I have assigned to x, and when I'm printing the value of x it will be 10, of course. Okay, so when I run this program you can see the output is number is 10. Okay, suppose I want to change the number. Okay, suppose in place of 10 I want to print 15, so I have to come back to my file and change the value to 15 and then save and run it again in order to do so. Okay, so this is a disadvantage, okay, of this approach, that whenever we give value while writing a code, so that value remains static. Okay, we have to come back to file again and change it in order to update its value. So such type of input is called design time input. Okay, you have to remember this. Let me mark it by a comment that x is equal to 15, where 15 is a design time input. That means I'm assigning 15 to x while I'm writing the code. Okay, so this is the problem of design time input, and we use runtime input to overcome this problem. Okay, because so we don't need to change the values again and again in the file. So now we will know what is runtime input. Okay, so in order to take runtime input, we use input function. Okay, so now what is this input function and how does it work? So let me tell you that input function takes input by the help of keyboard. Okay, and assign it to a variable at the runtime. That means when the program is running, uh, and the user or whoever enters the data or input, whatever you say, by a keyboard, so it takes the value from keyboard and assign it to the variable. So that is the purpose of runtime, sorry, input function. Okay, so now let's see an example. Say x equal to, take an input at runtime with input function, and yes, input function takes one parameter which is a string. Okay, let us say enter any number. Okay, so what will this string do? This string will be displayed at runtime. Okay, so we will be getting a message enter any number. So this is how the user or us come to know that we have to enter a number. Okay, and that number that we enter will be assigned to x. So now I will print your entered number and the value of x. Okay, so this is how this will work. Let us save and run this program to check out the output. Suppose I enter 7, you entered number 7. Okay, so guys, there is a advantage with runtime input that if you run it again, okay, so it's your choice that which number you want to enter. Okay, so you can enter any number, so there is no need to go to file again and again and edit the file. Okay, so that's why we mostly use input function in order to take inputs. Okay, so one more thing I would like to tell here that as you know, I'm entering a number, okay, which is being assigned to x. So if you gonna print the type of x, so what will happen? Just run this program, enter any number. Yes, you can see it is saying class str. That means the number that you entered is a string. Okay, so this may be surprising to you, but it's true that whenever you take an input from anywhere, then by default its data type is a string. That means it's come into as a string format. Okay, so now as we had to use a number, so if we try to manipulate anything with this number, suppose I want to add 5 to the number, so I'll write x plus 5. So if you wanna run this program, then it will definitely generate an error. Okay, because 5 is a number and x is a string. Yes, so you can see it gave an error. The error is type error can only concatenate str to str. That means it is saying that it cannot concatenate an integer with an string. Okay, so that means the value of x is a string. Okay, so and we want, if we want to perform any manipulation like arithmetic manipulation, then we have to convert the value of x into integer. Okay, so now let's do one thing. So let me first tell you about a function int. Okay, so guys, int is a function, okay, that converts into an integer. Okay, that means any number that you enter and it is being entered in the form of string, so int function can convert it into integer. Okay, so what I will do, I will just change the value of x into an integer. Okay, that means the input I am getting through input function, I will convert it into integer using int function. Okay, so now the integer is being assigned to x. Okay, so now the type of x will be obviously integer, and it will be able to perform arithmetic operations very easily. Okay, so now this code will no more generate error if we run this. So just run the code and check it out. 12. Okay, so here is the example. Okay, the data type is now int, and addition is also done. So this is how runtime input works. See you in the next video.